Alright, so as you can see by the title, I got scammed by a multi-million-dollar company. Okay, now it's not what you think, it's not how it sounds, but I'm gonna explain it all in the story time. So, don't worry about the gameplay. The gameplay is just from a stream from earlier, and yeah. So this happened literally just a couple of days ago. It was late at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. My mom, she knows I've been looking for a job because I don't have nothing else to do. I need like a full-time job. I'm trying to get some bread so I can save for another PC, right? And my mom sends me this. She sends me a picture of this company, of this job that is going to be paying a lot of money an hour for me to do something for them. So they're like, their company is basically what they do is they sell knives for like kitchenware, knives for their company. So, and they wanted me to represent them and sell their knives for them. So it didn't sound like a bad job, right? You know, everything's cool. So but it was, what started out was weird is just that I couldn't call them. They only texted me. So they texted me and they told me that I had an interview, like literally that day. Like it was 1 or 3 in the morning, and they texted me, said I had an interview at 4 o'clock that day. And some girl named Cassandra texted me that. She told me that the job description was too long to say over text, so that was kind of weird. But I'm like, that's cool, you know. I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna get an interview. I'm gonna get a job, you know. They're paying a lot of money, you know. So I kind of looked past all of that. I walked in, right? It's like 4 o'clock comes, and I get to the place, and it's kind of sketchy. Like the place is not your ideal multi-million-dollar company type place. It's kind of just a regular building, you know. And when I first got there, I got there early. I got there really, really early, and a bunch of kids just came out. A bunch of kids my age, like a bunch of 17, 18-year-olds. They walked out, and I was like, what the? Like, I thought it was my interview. And they walked out, and I saw a bunch of kids going in. Like, I'm like, wait, what? Like, what is going on? Like, am I at the right spot, right? And I go in, and I guess he was like, as soon as I go in, he was asking everybody in front of me, he's like, you here for the interview? You here for the interview? I'm like, okay, buddy. What is going on? So I guess everybody had an interview, and he mentioned that it was a group interview. Like, I've never been to a group interview until then. I didn't know that those were a thing. So I go there, and it's a group interview, I guess. And she said dress business casual. So I had like a dress-up t-shirt, like not even a dress-up t-shirt, just like a regular button-up short sleeve t-shirt. And everybody else like is coming out with like suits, and every girl in there got dresses on. I'm like, what is going on? People have freaking resumes, and like I'm thinking like, what? But every girl that came in there was looking good. Like I was like, wait a minute. Like I'm if you don't know me, I'm very gullible. So I believe a lot. Yeah, like I don't know much, so I believe stuff. If you tell me like, and I don't know, I don't want to think that you're lying, so I just believe it. So I'm like, dang, this is a perfect job. Like beautiful women, like money, good money, like, and I'm a businessman. Like this is beautiful, perfect job for me. You know, you have that typical, you know, the white kid that comes in like dressed up, like the suck up. Like dude came in there with a suit, tie, like the best suit in the business. Dude had a notebook of his resume. Like, okay, buddy, really? Are you kidding me? And I'm just this black kid that had nothing, didn't bring a resume, got blue jeans on. You know, I'm just chilling. You know, and so that happens. There's this white lady, and she's like introducing herself. She's like, hi, my name is this. You know, we fill out I go in and I fill out another application, and she's like, she introduces her name. She tells us that this is a group interview and stuff like that. And she asked me, like, I put on my hobbies on the application that I enjoy football and YouTube. And he's like talking to me about football. He's like, oh, you like football? I used to like football. He said he used to play football. I'm like, okay, buddy. You are like 120 pounds, but you do not play football. Are you kidding me? I do not believe you. And so after that, after we fill out the applications, we're all waiting to get we're waiting to get our individual interview. So we're getting like, it's a group interview, but then he takes us aside to get the the regular interview, like I guess the one-on-one interview. So we go in there. After I get out of the one-on-one interview, we all go back in and we're waiting. We wait for like 10 to 15 minutes for everybody to get done, or actually like 20 to 30 minutes for everybody to get done. And then we all sit there and we wait, because he said we need to wait 25 to 30 more minutes for a video presentation. So I'm like, okay, bet. He's like, can you stay? I'm like, as much money you're paying? Yeah, absolutely, buddy. You kidding me? So I sit out there and everybody's out there. It's like, guys, it's packed. It's like every seat was filled. Every seat was filled. I mean, it was crazy. And he shows us this video about the companies, like shows us this trainings. Like you gotta go, like the training was 2 6-hour days, 2 6-hour days of training with no pay. I mean, that kind of caught me off guard, and I was like, wait, what? You don't pay for training? But like, I'm gullible. Like, I don't care. Like, the much money they put on the table that they're gonna be like when I start working, I was like, man, I don't even care, dude. Like, let's get this going. Let's get this bread. You know what I mean? Like, that amount of money I could save up for PC, a good PC, better PC than what I have right now in a month. Not even a month, a week. Like, yes, that's good money. But yeah, after the video presentation's over, he's like, okay, we're gonna have to ask you guys questions. He gave us a questionnaire about the company or about who we are, and basically the question was like why do you want to work here and stuff like that. And you know, I bet everybody put the same answer. You know, you answer your questionnaire and you don't say, like, when they ask you, like, why do you want to work here? You don't say because y'all pay good. You know, you just say because I think I can grow and opportunity. You know, I was writing some inspirational stuff, you know. And after that, after we answered the questions, he said he wanted another interview, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. We get another interview. And he said, well, you can see if you got accepted or not, like, today. I was like, wait, what? Like, in my head, I'm like, you ain't gonna wait a day to tell me? Like, because most jobs, you don't know if you're gonna get the job the same day. Like, they'll text you or they'll call you like afterwards. But they were not playing any games. They were like, look, you're gonna leave here. You're gonna know if you're accepted. Okay, so they started calling people. I mean, I go in there. He asked me this question. He asked me like the question that was on the sheet. He's like, why do you want to work there? And I'm like, man, I like entertaining people. I want to make people happy. I think this could be a kickstart. Like, no. Before all of that, like, this guy, the thing you need to know about this guy, like, he sounded like a robot. I'm not gonna lie, he sounded like a robot. You know those telemarketers on the internet? Or like Keemstar, you know how Keemstar is like, ugh.
What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Let's get right. He was like, thank you for working at our program. And he was talking about all his accomplishment. Like, he really sold it. Like, he's like, I came here like a bum. I wore a t-shirt and shorts, and they called me in here. I started working for them. I became the district manager. They flew me out to New York. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, that's where I need to go. I'm not going to the World Cup, so I might as well go to New York for this job. I mean, that'd be beautiful, right? All a lie, Alice Camp, okay? And so yeah, I get out of there, and I'm waiting to be called to see if I got the job. Everybody's going in there, and everybody's walking out with this pamphlet and a sheet. You know, and they made it seem like this job is like so hard to get, like it's like a selective job, but they're asking for like 30 references of people that I know to come and apply for the job. Like, okay, buddy, really? Like, what is going on? I didn't understand it. It didn't make no sense. Like, if this job was so high selective, why would I give anybody else the opportunity? Like, why? Like, I was supposed to feel special. I got the letter in the mail, you know? So everybody's walking out with this pamphlet, and I'm like, okay, those people look like they got the job, you know? So I'm like nervous at this point. I'm like, wait, what? And I get out. I mean, I go in the room, and he asks me those questions, and then he says, I think you're really motivated. I really like your answers. I think you're really motivated. And if you're on board, I would like to give you a job. I was like, okay, really? Now, I mean, I was happy. Like, I was like really happy. I was like, oh my God, let's go. Like, you know me, I'm a grinder. I was like working 40 hours a week. Let's go. Let's get this money. But, so yeah, I was happy when I left, and I'm like, I like go home. I go edit a video. My mom comes home. I tell her, like, yeah, I got the job. Like, Mom, I'm a businessman. Let's go. You know, and she said, you know, the job is kind of scammy. You might want to look it up online. I didn't want to believe my mom, so I didn't even look it up until like late night. I was like, you know what? Let's just look it up. Okay, let's just see what's going on. I go to YouTube, and there is like there's like a lot of stories of people with the same exact, like, they went through the same thing I did. They said they went through a group interview, and they went to this rundown place, and getting paid the same amount of money. They offer the same amount of money, and like the job is a scam because you can only sell, like it says you get paid this much an hour, right? But you only get that much if you have references. So let's just put this in perspective, okay? The only way I can sell is if I sell through my friends and family, which means I will have to bug my friends and family for them to buy these knives. These knives cost $300 to $400. That is a lot of money for a knife. And you want to know what's their catches? They're like whatever you call it, is that the knife can cut through pennies. Who the fuck gonna use a knife to cut through a penny? Like, when are you ever gonna need a knife and say, you know what? I want to cut a penny today. No, that's not how that works. What are you gonna do with a cut up penny, buddy? Are you kidding me? It makes no sense. I mean, I don't understand it. But the knives are really expensive. But the catch is like it's forever. Like, you can keep the knife forever if you want to invest in knives. Like, who the fluff's gonna invest in a knife? Like, we're not murderers. I mean, I don't understand it. But I would never invest in a knife. You know, who gonna break? You can't. Oh my God. So yeah, I go to YouTube. I look up all these stories, and all these people are like, they're getting scammed. They're like, there's no way. Like, and then there's people who have worked for the company that said that they made $400 in the first 2 weeks, and then they ran out of references and they can't get any more money out of the job. So basically, what this job is and why it's a scam is because they get college kids and high school kids my age, and they try to bribe them with this huge amount of money that you're probably not gonna get, because you're not gonna have enough references to get that much money, and you have to have appointments for that money. So it's just not a good thing. And yeah, that's why they were so vague about how they explained everything. And yeah, and I think that's why so many people like doesn't work there. But the thing is, I want to know like who works there, like who's still going, because I still got the job and I still have training on next Friday, but I'm obviously not gonna go because I've learned about everything. So yeah, but that is the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm actually crazy one. It's not a one that's like I'm mad about. Like, I wasted like an hour or two of my time up there with this company, but that's okay though. It's whatever. But yeah, hopefully y'all like the video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. Let me know if you want me to do more story times, and I will bring more story times to you. Update on the 500 sub montage. I have played with some people. I have gotten started on the montage. I do need to play up with a lot more reviews, so keep letting me know down below when you're on and when you're available. We're gonna get these games in. Yeah, the montage so far is looking good. I feel like it could, I don't know. I want to make it a little bit better. I don't know what songs, so if you can drop some songs down below that you would like me to use, please do that. Update on the setup tour. I'm waiting for my LED lights to come in because I want the setup tour to be looking good and nice. So I ordered some LED lights because the other ones I had broke. So I'm waiting for those. And yeah, that should be it. That's all I got for you guys today. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.